I've been asked a question a lot of times what I think is probably the best payment service out there, quote unquote, banking as a service. And I have to say, at this point in time, TransferWise is literally on top of my list. It used to be Payoneer a couple of years ago, but Payoneer has gone to the dogs. I just can't say enough bad things about Payoneer for it to even make sense. The UI sucks, the customer support sucks, the amount of the UX even sucks, and the charges that they are deducting is really not in the best of interest if you really want to have a payment systems. And besides, they have so many restrictions. Payoneer says, well, if you own your own account, you can't pay yourself. For example, I may have a personal Payoneer account and I have a company with the same name, right, with my same name. It's Faisal Khan LLC. But if I try to pay myself into my Payoneer account, boom, can't do it. If I have another person paying me into my account, can't do it. If I try to do a payroll, can't do it. That just sucks. Right? It plain sucks. And insofar that I have seen, TransferWise is a game changer. First of all, the UI UX is super great. I have two beefs about it, but I will tell you that in a minute. But TransferWise is really, really nice to work with. The first thing I really like about TransferWise, or let me, I should say, the first things I do not like about TransferWise, if you have two multiple accounts, let's say your personal account and you have your main account, it should be absolutely seamless for TransferWise to be able to transfer money in between the two, but it's not. It's literally you have to set up another account of yourself because they treat two accounts as separately, even though they show up in the same dashboard. So that really sucks in my opinion. The second thing I don't like about TransferWise is the ability to list all the users and their banking information and see all that kind of information. It has improved somewhat, but the contact management is can do a whole lot better on that. The TransferWise app is good. It's decent. It works most of the time. I've not had any issues with it, but the transfer mechanism is fantastic. I have done transactions, high and low, medium, small, around the world, gets that instantly. In most cases, instantly, in most cases, the next day. Never had trouble. If you are seriously looking for an alternative, I would highly, highly recommend TransferWise. So what's the bad part? Well, for example, in many countries, TransferWise has stopped working. I don't think they're taking any more accounts from Pakistan. I don't think so. They're working in Turkey, but they don't. You can't pay out yourself in Turkey. These kind of issues are happening, and it's because TransferWise never really went for the licensing regimes that they should have in the earlier days. Because it was such a massive company and such a massive, they had all these associations with the top end banks and the top end investors. They thought they were um, in some way immune to the licensing requirement, that they could just go and partner up with the local providers and say, hey, okay, you know what, you will do it for me, you will make it happen for me. And that is not true. Regulators are now saying that no, TransferWise, you can't just partner up with a local firm and expect to open accounts, etc., internationally. You have to adhere to our rules, and this is why we will not let you operate or not let you funnel money back into the country or back into the local banking channel via your local partner. You must be licensed, and this is what's happened with Turkey. This is what's happening with Pakistan. It's happening with a few other countries, but because of that, you can't use the TransferWise card. The TransferWise card is something I feel it's really good. Uh, right now, TransferWise allows you to have multiple currencies on your account. It is so super simple to use. The US, the euro, the pound, the Canadian dollar, etc. Super, super easy to use. I cannot recommend TransferWise enough. I just wish that they had a better customer service. Their customer service does suck. And I mean SUCK. It really is bad. I really wish they could have improved it, but they haven't. And I think that's where they really are lacking. The customer service because if you have a transaction with TransferWise that is stuck for some reason, it's game over. You would be frustrated, driven out of your mind because that's how bad the customer service is. But overall, TransferWise is good. If you want to open a TransferWise account, I do have an affiliate link in the description below. Please, use it. I'll get a little bit of money. You get a really good account. Um, I wish Revolut was as openly available as TransferWise. I mean, it is for the European users, but for the rest of the third world, it really isn't. And that's where I think they could really make a big dent. But anyhow, that's just my take on TransferWise. Avoid Payoneer by like the plague. Just Payoneer, big no-no. Revolut, I wish it would, you would open up more. And TransferWise, please go get your licenses and your customer service sorted out. Till next time, Faisal Khan signing out.